Hello everybody. Today I wanted to discuss empathy and the empathic psychic ability within all human capacity. Empathy is being able to sense the emotions of others, feel them intuitively, and to even experience the emotional energy of another being. Our emotions are made up of energy components, and because they are made up of energy components, entities can send you these emotions. Ascendant masters tend to have very grounded and well-rounded emotions. Maligning entities have aggressive and short-tempered emotions. Some of the common emotions that they will send you include anger, hatred, and jealousy. And they also like to send depression, worthlessness, and pessimism. And these things exist in energy components, so we experience them as vibrations. We can sense beings kinesthetically with our bodies as different vibrations literally against our skin. And one of the common sensations a lot of people in society and in the world today experience is anxiety. Anxiety has become a very common vibration and can most of the time be attributed to an entity that's holding it around you to make you uncomfortable, make you feel like you're not calm. We can interpret the energy as emotion because of that proximity up against our skin. They are inside of our soul energy. And to give you an example, I've learned that my soul energy extends about to the walls of my room. A lot of people refer to the extension of their energy as the aura, and that's fine, you can call it that. I prefer to call it my soul energy. What happens is, just to give you another explanation, is the being will be within your soul energy, and this isn't uncommon. If somebody walks up behind you, they can be in your soul energy. They can be in your aura. So it's not uncommon for it to occur. But the problem with a maligning entity is that they're bringing something that's not positive, that's harmful to you, and they're holding it so close to you that it causes you to have trouble sensing your very own emotions. I'm going to get a little more in depth here and discuss what an empathic attack is or can be. An empathic attack is when an entity sends any kind of emotional energy to manipulate your feelings and reactions around others. And this is often to make you look like you're losing your wits and you're not a balanced individual. They do this, and it's just not to make you look good. There are two ways that the maligning entities, beings out in the universe that have it out for you, can use energy to accomplish this. And the first one I'm going to discuss is very important, especially once you become aware that there are spirits around you and that you need to learn discernment. The first one, because our soul energy is out and around us, takes the energy from your own soul. And what a maligning entity will do is that they will find a past life hurt or a past life emotion. If it's a depression emotion, they'll pull it from your own soul. They'll pull it from your own energy. And this is a lot like you are looking at your past lives. And you're remembering, oh, I'm feeling I had a lot of hurt in that past life. Well, the maligning entity can find that past life and pull that emotion from your very own energy in a similar way. And they hold it around you, up against your skin, where you have a kinesthetic re-experience of that emotion. And sometimes we have moments in our past lives where we had anger or judgment, and they go in and they find this in our own soul. And they pull that out and they move it around to like your proximity. Basically you re-experience these emotions, and because they do come from your own energy, it seems like it's your emotion. And the truth of it is, technically it is your emotion. but it's not necessarily the emotion you are creating and experiencing in that moment. It's a past emotion, something sort of outdated within your soul, but that's still there as a memory that's brought up again. And since this is your energy, it feels like your emotion. It does make it harder to discern. It's very hard to discern. And it is very important to learn to discern it. You can begin to sense these past emotions and realize that they are not your current feelings. This takes much patience and the effort to not react to what you are feeling too quickly. There's a philosophy in the universe, and it states that this is discerning right emotion. When you are able to sit calmly and observe the emotions around you and that you're feeling, and begin to discern that this is not my emotion, this is not my emotion, or this was my emotion, but it's not my emotion right now. It's my emotion that's being held around my vicinity, and I'm re-experiencing it. However, my emotion right now is more like shock, that shouldn't be happening. And this is discerning right emotion. The second thing I want to discuss is how an entity can take the energy of another entity. Just as they can sort of reach into your soul and find your past life, and take your depression and hold it around you again and really confuse you, they can go out and find someone else and take their depression or take their anger and bring it around you. And the reason they do this is to disguise themselves. If they're not using their energy, they can pretend to be this other being. So they have this other energy and it's around you, and they're sending you these emotions, which again can be right up against your skin, so that you're physically, kinesthetically feeling these things, and you're very uncomfortable. Again, you can learn how to discern these emotions and whether or not they are true or deceitful by being patient and observing them calmly. Maligning entities really are only able to gain any power when we give in to their projections and overreact to these uninvited emotions. Okay, I wanted to wrap up somehow kind of succinctly here. This was a slightly challenging video to put together, and one of the points I do want to bring up is that empathic attack, where they are sending you these negative emotions and you're feeling them empathically, and in addition to being able to feel the vibration kinesthetically and physically, you can sometimes hear things clairaudiently. They will sometimes attach a negative message to the empathic attack to sort of wear you down. So just be aware that this can happen, and that you can learn to discern whether or not you have to react to that emotion. Just because it's this close to us doesn't mean we have to allow it to overwhelm us. Not necessarily an easy task to learn and to accomplish, but it is possible. And it does take a lot of patience, but it's something that can be done. One of the tools that I've learned to use is meditation. I'll go into meditation and I'll sit and I'll observe things. What's really happening? What's this feeling I'm feeling? Where is this feeling I'm feeling? Where is this message I'm hearing coming from? Is it coming from deep within my brain, or is it coming, do I feel this message more out here? These are just questions that I ask when I'm in a situation, and sometimes, if I'm overwhelmed, I do ask other psychics, other individuals that are awake or aware or developed, for assistance. There are several people that I have, and this is sort of the network that I've built, where if I really don't know what's going on, but I know I'm overwhelmed by something, I will email them and ask them to help me by going into meditation. And there are a couple things we can do. We can go into meditation and connect with the universe as groups on something like Skype or some type of media where we can all be present and communicating in present time. Or we email each other, and they go into meditation and then email me the next day. You know, I connected with the universe, and this is what the universe is giving me as information about what's happening around you. Staying connected to people that can help you is going to be a positive thing, no matter what type of attack you're experiencing. So stay open-minded, and while we do need to protect ourselves and be aware of our boundaries and things like that, stay connected and find yourself a support group. That's really all I have to say on this topic today. And if I've missed anything, or if you have any questions, do put them at the comments section. And like I said, was a complicated subject for me to get into, but I hope that I covered it well and that you learned and gained some insight from it. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Thank you for watching, and until next time.